different setup for the late night on Friday. So we got to make sure that our live is good. So hopefully it's going. We're gonna check it out before we get going, and we'll start this thing over, huh? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. All right. So we were talking about how your day was going. So talk about that again. How was your day going?
My day's good. My week's been good.
Yeah. Ah. All right. Now we do have audio. We good to go.
Wonderful.
All right. So we were talking about your day. You were talking about running around and taking care of the kids and doing all that good stuff. True story.
True story.
So what is this? This is the late night Friday. We probably need like some kind of crazy name. I mean, this is kind of impromptu. We didn't do a show earlier at 5. It's been a super long week.
Yes, yes, it has.
This has been a week of being in 2 and 3 places at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're recording down at the Black Ring. We're interviewing the mayor at the same time. And then today we're at the reentry, circle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're supposed to be downtown at Kitsap Strong. So shout out to them.
Woo woo.
Yeah, whoop whoop for sure. Oh, we can give them a little horn. Right? They had the 4th annual resiliency conference, and then they had their event today.
Yes.
And I was talking with Martitha. She was talking about how great that conference was.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's too bad I missed out on that, but can't be in 2 places at once. But we got to address the elephant in the room, right? Well, what's behind us?
You see what it is.
What is that?
That's a nice looking thing, huh?
What? Got the fireplace in the house? It's wintertime. It's fall.
Yes.
We got to keep it warm. So, the studio keeps changing.
Keep the warmth, keep the vibes.
That's right. The vibes are important, right? Got the candles lit. Got the fireplace going. So it's nice. So we're going to be doing this all fall, all winter. We'll be bringing you different little shows and things like that. But still need to have a learning experience whenever we can. So, we're going to get into a little something tonight. I don't know if Mr. Den, if you're still on, I appreciate you letting us know that we didn't have sound, because I could have swore we did for a minute, and it was like we ain't got no sound. So it's a good thing we got it now, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, you know what? I haven't told Sabrina what this video is going to be. I'm just going to, give it to her cold and then kind of get her reaction from it and see what she's thinking.
Shout out to Ben & Jerry's cookie dough.
Wow, hey, they ain't paying us. We ain't endorsing that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all want to, just, let us know for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got to go ahead and say fair use for sure. Go ahead and bring that up on the screen here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video, and then I'll pause it every now and then and get your reaction, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to BGS. Go and check out his channel. I do have this at 1.25 speed, so it's a little fast. I think you'll be able to follow it. But I like to shout out the content creators that we critique or learn from. We'll play his whole intro.
Mm-hmm.
If a man's passion is to be a teacher, for a lot of women, he's disqualified because of his passion. Because if we look at the average teacher salary, I was a teacher, I can say my salary. Average teacher in Texas is making $50,000 a year. Right then and there, he's amongst that group. He's passionate. He's giving it his all. He's working with the students. He's doing extra hours. But for a lot of women,
I'm so sorry.
Hey, we try to have a serious thing here, and you gotta have to keep it together. You know what I'm saying? This is like a serious conversation. What's going on with you? Just because we took a drink at the same time? Something wrong with you.
Okay.
Go and get the cane.
Oh, no.
Something is wrong with you.
That's okay.
All right, we're going to start this thing over because someone wasn't paying no attention. She didn't hear none of that.
I heard it.
No, you just got the giggling and that was it. It started and then it was like a tsunami. Did you get it out? Yeah, it ain't done yet. Go ahead, get it out.
We're done. This is gonna be interesting. I can hear it
already. It's gonna be interesting, huh? Oh, I can't wait. You sure?
I'm done. Just I can pick up the cup again.
For a lot of women, he's disqualified because of his passion. Because if we look at the average teacher salary, I was a teacher, I can say my salary. Average teacher is Texas.
All right, y'all. I mean, we're trying, but if you laughing, you ain't paying no attention.
Why would you?
Well, what tickled you this time?
Why would you put
Hey, can I be comfortable? Wow, we just gonna be looking at.
Just
This
like
will be a problem.
if we're not gonna do the same things, and I'll be great. But I sit like this, and next thing you know,
Well, I wanted to sit like that. I just had to press play. I would have already been folding my arms. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
it's Friday. It's okay.
Are you gonna get it together?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? All right, we'll try this one more time. Boy, it's gonna be like a 4-hour video for 10 minutes. Good Lord, man.
Sure. For a lot of women, he's disqualified because of his passion. Because if we look at the average teacher salary, I was a teacher, I can say my salary. Average teacher in Texas is making $50,000 a year. Mm-hmm. Right then and there, he's amongst that group. He's passionate. He's giving it his all. He's working with the students. He's doing extra hours. But for a lot of women, because he's making that much money, he's disqualified.
All right. So even going back to what these men are.
So we're going to get into it. And so just what he was talking about there, I think he's from the roommates. You know, if you look at blackdemographics.com, you'll see like the average black man in this country makes about, I think, $45,000 a year. And so the conversation is centered around, you know, if a man is making 50 grand a year, it's not enough for a black woman. So let's hear from these women here, and then we're going to play a little bit more and just kind of keep going with that. Well, what are your thoughts on that? Does he need to make more? Does he need to make less? You got to have a job if you want to get with me. I mean,
no, that's not what life's about.
Oh, he can be broke.
I mean, if he brings what needs to be at the table, has a good heart, has some good qualities, good faith, you know.
Faith don't pay the rent, but I mean, he might be
gotta
able
have
to
some
bring
good
you that
skills.
jumbo jack. You know what I'm saying?
No, if there's enough skills to maintain life, then.
Well, but what's the skills to maintain life? You got to pay rent. You got
garden. There's our food. You know,
garden. You want a farmer?
You might be a butcher. I mean, if you don't have no money,
butcher.
as long as we can maintain and get what needs to be done.
Wow.
We can learn how to create our own makeup, everything. You know.
So he can bring you them jumbo jacks, you and the kids, and it's all good, huh? Extra large fry, you can supersize it. Nope. See, that's what I'm saying. Nope.
Not sure about the jumbo jacks.
Offering or the lack thereof. The reason why most women aren't getting married right now is because if I feel like I'm up here and the man is below me because I can make more money now. Well, how about this? I can be more self-sufficient now. Back then, like when my mom was growing up, she couldn't be as self-sufficient as I am, as my age. So I feel like if it was a man that was on the same level with me, if he wasn't doing better than me, I don't see what he could offer that would make me.
Do you agree with that? Like, you know, a man needs to be at least doing as good as you or better?
Yes, I do.
So you do agree with that?
Yeah.
All right. So and that's tough, right? So the challenge is you think of, you know, technology, right? Now women are in the workplace. Women can go to, they go to school. They have their careers, right? They're starting to have quality and pay, right? So the more a woman makes, it's going to be harder to find a man that is equally yoked if he has to be at the same level or higher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think if you're compatible, you're going to have the same type of goals, same type of drive, same type of wants. So it's just there.
But that's not what you said. You just said he had to be making the same or more.
What?
You just said that.
Huh?
Yeah.
When did I say that?
That was the first statement before you said that. See, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So what are men supposed to do, right? So, you know, right now, men aren't going to college, right?
Maybe I answered it wrong. Definitely. Yeah. I thought I was talking about the farmer situation, but I was thinking of, me with the 5 kids. It's a lot going on. So as long as we're able to sustain the household and maintain, then that's great. But if you have a drive and the woman wants to get somewhere and she's business oriented and she has a job and stuff, then the man should have that same type of mentality. they'll get further and be more successful. I hope I'm making sense.
I think you are, but I think what you're saying is the same thing as the ladies. And so the challenge is right now, there are a bunch of articles that are out that are saying that women are kind of outpacing men in the college scene about 60 to 40. And the numbers are continuing to drop for men in college. So the more educated the woman, the more money she's going to make.
Mm-hmm.
And so if she has to make the same amount or more, then it's going to be really hard to find a man that's on your level, right? Because women don't typically like to date down.
But why would it be hard? Because that's what they're saying.
No, because the average man makes about $45,000 a year. And so if man's not going to college and he's not making that, right? Or if he's the average guy making 45, she went to college, she's got a bachelor's degree or master's degree.
Well, in my head, maybe she's just not looking in the right places, because if you're there and you're going to college, you want to look for a man that's in the same atmosphere, in the same environment.
Right. But if it's 60 to 40, there's not enough men for all the women.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So they're going to be left out because they want them on their level or better. And typically they like them better. You know what I'm saying?
Me want to not settle with him per se, but like pursue a relationship and then like commit to him.
Hello, my brothers, back again. The clip you just saw was from the roommates, and they're talking about not having enough so-called good guys or acceptable guys to women. And clearly see that the standard he was using was a quote-unquote $50,000 mark. And the young ladies that were being in on the discussion, being interviewed, were saying that if a guy can't make her life better, why should she be with him? Why should she hook up with him in marriage? I'm not saying it's all women, but we've seen way too often that Black women actually feel that way. This was
what do you think about that? That we're just restating what we were recapping. What was on the roommates and what these two women were saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to make at least what I make or more, or what's the point? I might as well just be by myself. I don't have to deal with a relationship and go through the fights and do all that stuff. I'm just gonna do me. Hot girl summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
I'm not sure if I have a comment for that one.
No. Well, what's your feelings? You plead the fifth?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Actually suggested to me by one of my longtime subs, Albert, and we're talking about where Black women's standards come from, or even all women's standards actually come from. And it's normally resource-based. No matter what they tell you, it's actually resource-based. A lot of it is. Not all of it, but a lot of it is. There's a lot.
Well, he's saying that it's resource-based, right? He said not all of it, but a lot of it. And that's what you were saying, right? You were like, well, look, even if he doesn't have money, I mean, if he was a farmer and he was bringing food and this and that, that's resources, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have the resources, but typically for a man, it's kind of the opposite, right? We're not necessarily looking for someone who's on our level or makes more money than us, right? We'll go ahead and date the girl at Jack in the Box. She can bring us a jumbo jack. It's all good as long as she look good. You know what I'm saying? And she's compatible. She's friendly. You know what I'm saying? Agreeable. Right? We don't care about that as much. You know what I mean? You agree with that?
I'm listening.
You're listening? You taking it in?
I agree. I think nowadays both people should be in the same. They should want better. They should want to be in that same mindset, the same drive. But I'm not sure.
Right, but there's not enough numbers either way, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's more women that are educated than men. So what you gonna do, right? When the music stops, there's gonna be a bunch of people that there's no lid for the pot.
You've seen me talk about my octanes, and there's a lot of things about status that goes into it, but a lot of this stuff is actually resource-based. And we're talking about the average woman. We're not talking about the upwardly mobile, six-figure professional woman. We're talking about the regular,
right. So he's talking about average women, not...
And if you listen to them, from the baller chicks all the way down to the ratchet chicks, they always talk about the $50,000 mark and how $50,000 is not enough. So I remember when I was going through my charts, I actually saw this chart, and it intrigued me because it talked about something that Dalrock talked about. I think Dalrock actually did talk about this back in 2012 when I think this kind of thing was going around. It's called the welfare cliff. And as you can see, the welfare cliff is how much do you have to earn He says a single woman of a child have to earn before she can get a bump in lifestyle. And according to this chart, and this is back in 2012, so there's a slightly
so this
updated
is important,
one.
Right? This is the welfare cliff that they're talking about. This is interesting. Now, for me, what I'll say is this is something that I've thought about before, but I didn't know there was a terminology, right? So when you think about, okay, look, I'm living on the state, right? So the state pays my rent, pays my medical, pays my electric, pays my water, pays my food, right? How much money is that? You know? So I mean, if you're living in a $1,500 a month place, right? 1,500 times 12 months is $18,000. Then you've got, let's say you get like 500 in food stamps. That's another $6,000. So that's 24,000. Your medical, who knows how much your medical is, right? Maybe that's like $1,000 a month, especially if you got kids, or 1,200. That's another 14,000. Where am I at? Right? Then you got, your electricity, your cable. Most of those things are all being paid for because you're under the state. So if you're making $50,000, $60,000, right? Because you're on the state. Well, a man that you're going to date that's going to take you out of that would have to make at least that or more, right? So it's like, man, I like you, but you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing with that. And then that's kind of the same thing for you too, right? I mean, what's Rob saying there? He said, "Now I can hear you and see you." All right, I appreciate that, Rob. So there's an incentive for folks to stay in this position because it pays so much. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you go to work and make 40,000, which isn't going to pay all your bills, when this will cover everything? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's crazy. So now I'm going to go work 40 hours a week or 50 hours a week for 2/3 of what I make from just, getting the social services. That's a problem, right? I'm gonna just play that piece over because I think that needs to be, kind of built in there. We need to reinforce that idea.
I remember when I was going through my charts, I actually saw this chart, and it intrigued me because it talked about something that Dalrock talked about. I think Dalrock actually did talk about this back in 2012 when I think this kind of thing was going around. It's called the welfare cliff. And as you can see, the welfare cliff is how much do you have to earn? He says a single woman of a child have to earn before she can get a bump in lifestyle. And according to this chart, and this is back in 2012, so there's a slightly updated one that I'm going to show you later, but this is in 2012. And at that time, the welfare cliff to where how much you have to earn to get a change in lifestyle was $55,000.
So we're talking about 10 years ago, right? Because we're almost in 2022 now, right? So a single mom is better off earning a gross income of $29,000 with $57,327 in net income and benefits than to earn gross income of $69,000 with net income and benefits of $57,045, right? So that's, you've got to earn so much more if you're going to go out and work. What's the incentive to do that, right? And so we were talking about our sex conversation a couple of days ago. We were talking about some of the factors that get in the way of couples getting together, right? This is one of those factors. So when, daddy government comes in and says, "Hey, you know what? I'll be the dad in the house." Well, hey, that's what it is, right? I'm going to be the daddy of the house. I'm going to pay the rent. I'm going to keep the lights on. I'm going to bring the food in. Then the average man can't compete with that, right? Because in 2012, the average wasn't 45,000, right? So you can't even pull me out of my situation. So, I mean, we can date, we can kick it, but we're not about to start something together. You know what I mean?
$57,000, I do believe in this one. And for women that actually earn, I think in this one, a single mom would have to earn almost $70,000. Single mom of two would have to earn almost $70,000 to offset what she would lose in benefits. So it may not be 100%, but what I'm saying is this is possibly where some of this mindset is coming from, because this chart was actually done by the American Enterprise Institute they call it the welfare trap. In other words, the government is actually incentivizing people not to work, according to them. In other words, they make, especially for women, single women, not to work.
Well, what's it this time? Go ahead. It's something. Okay.
Because the government handouts are so much more, and they actually added up. So we're just going to go through the list really quick and tell you what these little things mean. A lot of people might already know, but for the people in the back, okay, we're actually going to go through it. So we're going to start from the bottom. Obviously, the blue is earned income, what you work for, minus the taxes. In other words, the tax hit that you would take. Negative income tax, which is earned income credit, is the light blue. Obviously, cash that you would get from subsidies, welfare, not food stamps, but other kind of subsidies that you might get to actually supplement your income. Now, probably not even including child support, because that's a wild card. Food stamps is the violet. Housing vouchers, which is a big one. In other words, Section 8 housing. I think they're kind of understating the Section 8 housing, but the Section 8 housing support, Section 8 housing allowance is a big one. Energy, supplementary energy, especially for places that are.
Yeah, that is, because for large families, the allowance for Section 8 might be what, $2,400, $2,500?
Wow.
Right? So, I mean, let's say it was $2,500. That's $30,000 just in housing. So a man at the base has to bring home $30,000 just to pay the rent, let alone all the bills that go along with it, right? So the average man can't compete with that. Just right off the bat, right?
Facts.
Damn. Facts. Give you the horn for that. I finally got a fax. That's what we need to record, that fax.
Cold like Chicago, Minnesota, New York, places like that, you get energy supplement. You get a cut rate on your bill. Child care is a big one. Child care is very expensive.
By the way, my electric bill this last month was, guess how much? Yeah, I live by myself. How much was my electric bill?
I'm gonna guess it's an electric bill like you got 5 people living in here.
Oh, give me a dollar amount. What you pay every month for all the people you got? What, you don't even know what your electric bill is?
What you asking me for? I know it's up there.
Yeah, my electric bill was $500 this last month. You know what I'm saying? By myself, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it should only be like $50 to $100.
Man, I need to go down there.
130. Maybe things do have gone up lately, so I'm not sure if anybody has $50 electric bills anymore. But
I know I don't. You want to go down to Puget Sound Energy with me? Go and get the cane. Go and get the cane on them. $500. And my usage was actually less. No, my usage was less this year than it was last year, which I don't understand. I got to reread the bill, but you know how it's got the little graph. I could have swore I said it was less, but running the podcast in here. I mean, how many monitors do we have on right now? 6, 7, just in this room alone. And then we got the freezers because of the food program. So I mean, I run a lot of electricity. Right?
A lot.
So that's crazy. So I mean, if you have a big family, your electric bill might be that high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the heat source in this house is really bad. So it takes a lot to heat this house. It's a really old one. But if your bill average, let's say 300 times 12, that's 3,600 a month. Right?
Yeah.
But then you can go down and get energy assistance down at KCR. So now add that on to the, $30,000 from the rent. Yeah, I'm not. It hurts to look at them bills. I'm scared to look at those electric bills. They come in, it's like a threat. It's like, man, it's like a horror movie. Like Jason, like, oh, do I open it? Sometimes I just kind of put it to the side for a little bit.
Shout out to the Halloween vibes.
It's like I'll take a look at that later. And I'll be peeking at it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the worst feeling.
Oh man. Hey, but you gotta pay. You gotta keep the lights on.
That's right.
My internet's crazy too, though. Well, because it's got to be high speed to keep all this stuff going. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Women on some kind of assistance or low income get child care. I think on this one, child care was relatively light. I think child care, runs like $500-$600 a month, which is quite a bit, especially for a working woman.
$500-$600 there.
Yeah, I got to pause on that, right? So, your kids are going to go into child care here in a minute.
$500-$600 for what? What's he talking about?
$500 a month.
Is that what the person gets?
Per kid.
Child care is like $1,200 a month.
Is it?
It's expensive.
For one kid? or for all of them?
No, for like one.
Right. But if you are part of a state program, then you don't pay that, right? So there again, right? How does the man compete? Because if he comes in and wants to be with a woman that is in this scenario, right, to take her out of this, he's got to make so much, right? How does he do that? 1,200 per kid? That's crazy. I can tell you, I think Layla during the summer, she's in a program. I think it was 250 a week, so it was 1,000 a month, right?
See,
for a summer program. So you know what I mean. And then you take the piano lessons and the gymnastics. I mean, that stuff adds up quick. You know what I mean. And there's no subsidy for us, right? Because we make too much. So that's just coming straight off the top, coming straight off the dome. You know.
I don't know. Sound like you're about to start rapping.
If you don't have work-sponsored health care, we know health care runs about $300-400 a month, quite a bit. And then the last one is CHIP. CHIP is Child Health.
Now he's saying $300 or $400 a month for health care. I was working for the Navy earlier this year in January, and I think my health care was like $7 something a month, right? You're just taking that straight up out my check. Why is that funny?
Nobody was laughing. You don't know if I was laughing.
Why are you smiling?
I'm a smiley girl.
Like 700, like 700. Yeah, that sounds good. Healthcare. Something wrong with you, man.
Program. I remember Obama had to reinstate it because Congress was actually going to end it. But those are the programs, the government-sponsored programs that don't always give you direct cash, but they supplement your lifestyle. Say like a woman that's got 2 or 3 kids, she doesn't have a husband, but her rent is paid for, so she could live up in a house, depending on how many children she has. Her rent could be up to like $1,200 a month, and she only pays $150.
It ain't no $1,200.
That's quite of an incentive not to work. It would be hard for a man to actually come in and supplement that, because if you think about it, a guy earning $50,000 a year, he's probably only bringing home after taxes maybe about $3,500, $3,000, $3,500, and he would have to spend just 50% of that, almost half of that, just in housing.
Let me just play that over.
If you think about it, a guy earning $50,000 a year, he's probably only bringing home after taxes maybe about $3,500, $3,500, and he would have to spend just 50% of that, almost half of that, just in housing, just housing alone. We're not even including health insurance, food, and all the other stuff that comes along with it. And plus, the tax burden is going to be higher. Now, this chart is actually from 2012. This is not current. This is using an estimate in Pennsylvania, but just this alone, just saying the single mom is better off earning a gross income of $29,000, which is about $15 an hour, with $57,000 in net income and benefits to earn a gross income of $69,000, almost $70,000 with net income and benefits of $57,045. It's better for her to stay single. If 67% of women have children at some point in their life, or 60% would, if we exclude women under, I said, the age of 22, 21, 60% of women have kids. Better for her to stay single. It's better for her to have one child and stay single without a man, because the government will step in and give her an equivalent lifestyle, equivalent or better lifestyle. The median wage back then for a Black woman was $19,000. Median wage. The average wage back in 2012 of a Black woman was less than $30,000. Why should she have a man when she's just going to have one child that she can control and get a better lifestyle, unless he's making way over $50,000 a year? Right? Makes sense? Even though.
See, that's tough. And so that's been, the argument of a lot of people as one of the big contributing factors that's broken up the Black home. Right? So, we came out of slavery, then we had Jim Crow, we have the Civil Rights era, you got the mass incarceration of Black men, which pushed women into the welfare system. And when they come out, right, if this is what their scenario is, right, I can't have you come in the house. And for a while, he couldn't even come back, right? They made it to where she didn't have a choice. He couldn't come back in the house, or you're going to lose your housing. I can't lose the housing for me and the kids. You can't be here. You know what I mean? Dang, that's cold. Go and get the cane. Why is that funny?
It's melting.
Wow.
It's not funny. That's unfortunate.
I can tell. Real unfortunate. So what happens, right? You just date for a little bit. There's no real commitment. You know, he still has to figure out what he's going to do and make it and survive, right? His average earnings are about $45,000 a year, right? The average, right? And so he's living on his own. Let's say he's paying, you know, $1,200 a month. Well, that's 14,000, right? Of his 45,000, and that's the gross. So after, you know, you multiply it by 0.8 to get your taxes out, right? So he's bringing home about 32,000. So 14 of that is just going straight to rent. So once he's done that, he doesn't really have anything to contribute to the single mother and her kids. So then it's just dating, right? So where's the marriage? Where's the incentive to marry? Where would be your incentive to get married? And then it's like, okay, baby, I love you. So I'm going to throw all this stuff away and I'm going to work 40 hours a week. You're going to work 40 hours a week. We ain't going to really make ends meet. We're going to struggle. We might not even see each other because you working days and I'm working nights because we can't afford the child care, but we want to be together that bad.
That's love.
No, people ain't doing that, right? What's love got to do with it? That's it. That's the facts. You know what I'm saying? And so you see it. We're at what, 70 or 80% of all children in the Black community are born to single mothers now. So ain't no love. Ain't no love. So how do we fix it? Because who's going to give that up? It would be stupid. That doesn't make any sense, especially in the time that we're in with COVID and everything else going on. You don't know if the relationship is going to work out. No fault divorce. Folks can just get out of the relationships like that.
Yeah, there ain't no love. Maybe you got it twisted. What I'm talking about, that would be like, ooh, that must be some love to want to go through that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. But how many people do you see going through that?
No, yeah. Not in today's day.
Right. So what do we do? Because the relationships are eroding, right? Marriage are in the tank. So how do we fix that? Would you press?
So this article was actually written to de-incentivize people not working. But this kind of thing also disincentivize, especially Black women, from them marrying or coupling with a man. It's something that's not discussed. It's always pushed upon the man's ego that he's not earning enough, that he's not economically attractive, but nobody explains why. In my estimation, this may be, just maybe, my theory, this may be one of the missing links in that chain. Now, here's an updated version of
and I think that's important to state, right? We're looking at 2012 numbers. He's going to go over an updated version of that, which I think is going to make it look even worse. Right?
Almost the same thing, because I think this welfare cliff talk started back in 2009. But here's an article from Learn Liberty in August 2016.
Another thing I was thinking in my mind is, you know how you hear about the Section 8 rolls opening up? And then it's like a lottery. So everyone's like, oh, I hope my number gets called. And it's open up for like a couple days and it's gone. And it's like, dang, you know, it's already closed. So people will wait years and years and years to get that voucher. And in the meantime, you know, their kids are getting older and older. And if their kids age out or they're no longer eligible, what do they do? What do they do? And then to me, what's worse is looking at, you know,
that's unfortunate. I do know people who have waited or something, or just recently got lotteries of 15 plus years, or, you know, which is, that makes sense. Their kids are aging out, and then it's like,
what do they do? Right. And then if they were in the system, do they have job skills? Do they have a degree? What do they do when their kids are gone?
Wow.
Right. So what's their earning potential at that point in time? They're older. You got younger people coming behind them that have the skills, right? Can manipulate the new technology. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you're nice and all, but you know, that person does it twice as fast as you do, and you don't know how to use half of this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That makes it tough, you know? And then what do we see? We see, you know, our homeless community.
Yeah.
Right. We see folks that are struggling in their 50s and 60s that are single, right? There's no more kids. Their kids are all grown. Some of their kids got kids at this point in time.
Yeah.
There's no more resources for them. right? So they got to come up with it on their own. Where do they stay? And now they haven't been, it hasn't been necessary for them to learn how to be in relationship. So now they don't know how to be with someone else.
Yeah.
Right. I can do bad by myself.
Yeah.
And I always hated those Medea movies. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a fan of Medea. I just feel like, you know, even if that is part of our truth, you know, just kind of putting that out there all the time just reinforces a negative stereotype. So I've never liked the Medea movies, but you know, you see that, right?
Yeah.
I see women in their 50s and 60s, you know, late 40s that are single with adult children that are out here struggling, barely hanging on. And it's like, man, you're 40 and you got, you know, another 25 years to retirement and you're in a job, not a career. You're going to work until the day you die, right? You're going to work till you drop. And it still ain't going to be enough. So then what do? And then how are they in relationship? Because people don't know how to be in relationship, right? Because we just, you know, oh yeah, I'm with you. It's all good. Oh, we get into an argument. It's whatever. On to the next one. What do you think about that? I'm making a whole bunch of claims. Yeah. Is that fair? Do we know people like that? We ain't putting no one on blast, but do we see people out there?
I see it
in that scenario.
I see it.
So kind of choked you up, huh?
I see it. I don't know. Like, you know, some of those skills should be handed to us beforehand. Like, you know, our future. This may be your future if you don't get your stuff straight.
Yeah, but who's gonna listen to that? Who's gonna listen to, you know, you need to be more like your grandparents that were together, that worked through all the stuff, that, you know, did what they had to do.
One out of those 10 students.
1 out of 10?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, we're doomed if that's the case.
Seems like it.
Save yourself.
If you accept this raise, you will fall off the welfare cliff. Getting a raise from $15 to $18 could cost you over $20,000 in net income. Would you work hard for that promotion? Pretend you are a poor single parent of two in Chicago, earning $12 an hour, working full-time and determined to do what's best for your family. And suppose your employer, impressed with your work, offers you training and a promotion to a new job paying $15 an hour. Should you take the offer? It sounds like a no-brainer, but it's not. At your present $12 an hour, you're eligible for refundable tax credits, food assistance, housing assistance, child care assistance, and medical assistance worth $41,465 combined. Together with your earned income after taxes of $22,121, you now bring home to your kids about $63,586 a year. If you take your employer's offer, you will earn $5,451 more after taxes, $27,572. You will also become eligible for an Affordable Care Act premium tax credit. But at that level of earned income, all your benefits will decrease by $8,336, more than your pay increase in net pay. That means the income you would bring home would decrease from $63,586 to $60,701.
So for what it sounds like he's saying is, even if you take the raise, right? You're working at the job and you're like, hey, we're going to give you more money. You still lose out. It's still better for you to stay under the social services, right?
Yeah.
Because you make way more.
Yeah.
And then why would you, you know, the thing that gets me is when they say, you know, people want dignity and they want to, you know, they want to be able to work, and working is important. It makes them feel useful, you know, and I think that's fair, but it's not accurate. You know what I mean? That is great, but I need my rent paid. I need food. I need gas in the car. I need childcare. I need all these other things first before I need dignity from going to work. You know what I'm saying? And what are we seeing now? We're seeing all these people that are quitting their jobs, right? Even when unemployment is expiring, they're still not going to work, right? They're still falling off and finding other things to do, right? Because they're unsatisfied. You hear about the horror stories at Amazon and other places on how they're treating their workers, right? Really hard. So it's like, why would I go through all that? You know what I'm saying? What you thinking? You looking at me like you didn't seen an alien?
Because where'd you hear and see that?
I see it everywhere.
About the Amazon.
Oh, I see that everywhere. There's articles everywhere.
So I have a friend on Facebook that was like, "Who's telling people that we're not letting you guys go to the bathroom?"
What? It might not be that center. But I can tell you what, I have a Amazon driver who just told me that he is one of the ones that pees in a bottle in this vehicle.
Oh, no, that is just unsanitary.
So,
But no, I believe that with the drivers. They're driving and driving and they're driving and they want to get home back to their families.
Well, but it's still not a livable wage, right? So even
no.
if, how much would it pay? Even if you're getting $20 an hour, right? You work 40 hours a week, that's $800 a week, right? 4 weeks, that's $3,200 a month. What you doing with that? What you doing with that? Going playing Pac-Out?
How you know?
What?
I said, how you knew? How'd you know?
It's tragic because one of the keys to human happiness is earned self-respect, which requires, as Charles Murray has written, making one's own way in the world. And would you take your employer's offer? What would be the best for you and your family? And move up the job ladder with a loss of $2,885 in income, or staying at your same job and keeping the larger income? The low wage trap. This example was taken from a fascinating and appalling study by the Illinois Policy Institute entitled Modeling Potential Income and Welfare Assistance Benefits in Illinois. Illustrates with clear charts and tables what is known as welfare cliffs, or the low wage trap, which can trap families in poverty. When earning more means taking home less, the disincentive to work is obvious. The report provides striking visual representations of the welfare cliffs, that poor people's total incomes can fall off as they increase their incomes. Here is a chart on which the hypothetical above is based. The particular numbers in our example come from tables in the report, which clarify the visual data in the charts. Notice that welfare cliff considered above, which occurs between $12 an hour and $15 an hour, is relatively small. A bigger one, and the reason I call the report appalling, occurs between $15 an hour and $18 an hour. And remember, $15 an hour is...
I'm going to go ahead and pause on this chart so you can just take a look at it for a little bit while we talk about it. I know a lot of folks that are kind of stuck in this situation, right? Where they were pulling themselves up. Wow.
Oh, I was looking real serious.
Yeah.
I was like...
It's real serious and then just turned to a smile?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to take a second, and I hope you guys are enjoying this Friday night conversation. And if you have the chance and the opportunity, please don't forget to share to the other networks that you're on as well. Share with your friends.
Yeah, for sure. You want to put our information up there? You can scroll down there. But I know a lot of people that are in that scenario. So they were receiving some type of benefit, right? It might have been food stamps, or maybe they were on housing assistance, or whatever the case may be. They got a job, they advanced in their career, and then all of a sudden they made too much money to qualify for food stamps. Or the food stamps
it happens all the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I hear people saying like, I can't get a job, or I get a job, and then they're losing their housing or their benefits. So, they, like you said, they want to work to feel like they're doing something or make a little bit extra money. But then at the end of the day, they say it's not worth it because they end up losing benefits that actually help them.
Well, they lose, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so here you are. You're under the state. They're paying for your housing. They're paying for your food. They're paying your electricity. They're paying your utilities, all these different things, right? And then as soon as you start making some money, they start pulling away the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, well, man, why would I go to work for 10 hours a week if you're just going to decrease my food stamps over here?
Yeah.
I'm in the exact same place. I might as well not go to work. What's the point?
Yeah, I've heard it a lot.
Yeah. And so the more they do, the worse it gets, right? So now I've got even less. I'm working harder, right? I don't have any energy, Oh, keep on going. I don't have any energy, I'm killing myself for less. I might as well have just stayed in the space that I'm in.
Yeah.
And as BGS was saying, $12 to $15. And we know, you see the incentive now is $15 an hour. But when these charts were made, they're not taking into account, right? I mean, this is just one city, but they're not taking into account what it's looking like, right? What? Put it up there and fix it. Yeah, do it. Fix it.
I'm listening.
Boy, you pointed at it like,
Quit
But you ain't saying it like you doing this. Like,
just kidding. Stop. Nobody saw me pointing.
Yeah, you are actually on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody saw me pointing.
If you do that, no one can hear us. You can never talk. All right. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, the camera went dead. We still there. I thought you did that. See, I blamed you for something that you didn't even do.
Thank you, because I was like, huh?
Well, I mean, you doing all kinds of weird stuff. So what you talking about? Point me at that. Tell the folks. Tell me something. What's happening? You pointed at it and you're just like,
what happened, sir? What are we talking about? Because I am into this and we were talking and I accidentally distracted you and that was my bad. I didn't mean to be a distraction. Let's keep going. The vibes are right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I done lost my spot now. And now I kind of want to know what you were pointing at.
What was that? Oh, I almost want to ask the audience if I was pointing because I wasn't pointing.
Well, they might not have seen you because your hand is down behind the laptop, so they're gonna see you pointing. But you did this, and you looked at me, and you was like this. You know what I'm saying? So what was that about?
Happy Friday! Happy Friday!
Wow. Okay.
Hope you guys are enjoying your October. Again, we're halfway through. It's almost Halloween. I don't know if y'all are celebrating holidays or not. Carving pumpkins just to carve pumpkins, having pumpkin pie, doing any festive stuff.
You like pumpkin pie?
I like to make sweet potato pie.
Do you like pumpkin pie? I like to make sweet potato pie. We're not gonna answer the question.
It's probably all right. It's good. It's not something that I like. Sweet potato pie over pumpkin pie. That's what we're going.
Get the cane. That's all you had to say like 30 seconds ago. Do you like pumpkin pie? I make sweet potato pie. Da.
That's okay. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh man. It's painful.
It's
go and get the cane. You know what I'm saying?
So you had to do it twice.
Oh man, I'm just telling you.
He said that deserved a 2 cane. 2 go and get the cane.
Yeah, well, me and Layla decorated our pumpkins last weekend on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then we roasted our pumpkin seeds.
Yes. And how did those come out?
Yeah, I actually got to eat them this year. Last year, she saved me 18 seeds.
Wow.
I counted them. But she saved them for me this time. Actually, you know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
So we made the seeds, we roasted them, and she got hungry. So I had some Korean barbecue salmon that I made.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Came out real good. Put it over a nice salad. Cut up some tomatoes and some other stuff in there.
Okay, let them know.
She destroyed it. 2 bowls of it. Destroyed it.
Sounds
and then we
amazing.
put pumpkin seeds on top of it.
Aww.
Yeah, by the time that was done, she was so full. She was like, "I'm good. I don't want to."
And you looking like
No, it was good. It was like I'm gonna actually get some pumpkin seeds this year because I gotta scoop it all out. I gotta get all the all the pulp off the seeds, which takes a long time. If y'all do that, if you got a trick on how to do that, let me know because it takes forever. You know what I'm saying?
I wish I knew.
Pumpkin chiffon. Yeah, that's bomb. But the pumpkin chiffon is no joke. What's
the difference? What's in that? What is that?
So I don't know how to describe it. It's just more light and airy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But we have to wait, until this time for Stephanie to make it. So, when we make it, or when we make it, when Stephanie makes it,
I think I heard her mention that.
Yeah,
it's a hit.
It's a hit, and she will bake certain people their own pie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hopefully I get a piece of that pie.
You already said. Well, I make sweet potato pie. Do you like pumpkin pie? I make sweet potato pie. You ain't getting no pumpkin chiffon.
Stephanie.
Hey, market share. I don't think we got. You know what? I can cut you a little sliver. You know what I'm saying? You had the crumbs off the fork.
That's fine. I'll get to taste it still. I ain't gonna be I'm appreciative, even with the little sliver. So thank you.
Hey, it's just. Look at these charts we dealing with. Do you think we got time to share pie with you? This is hard times. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep my pie to myself. You know what I'm saying?
No lie, it is hard times.
You have to get your own.
You're serious. You are serious.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to share that with you. What's Rob talking about?
She said, "Be quiet, Marwan, about the pie."
About the pie? Is that Rob or Stephanie?
It's Rob.
Because it sounded like you said she said.
She said.
Oh, she said.
She said. That's what he said. She said.
Oh man, see, that's how trouble starts, right? That he said, she said stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He wrote it.
Wow. Well, so I had some bananas that I didn't eat. I didn't get to, and it wasn't on purpose. I promise. And they started to turn brown, and we wouldn't want them to go bad, and so the ask was for Stephanie to make some banana bread. What came through?
Stephanie said, "Way to throw me under the bus."
Well, it's not throwing you under the bus. I'm just saying I didn't want to throw the bananas in the garbage. That would be horrible. And since they came over today to help with the fireplace, you know what I'm saying? Which you don't let go out. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Wow.
I didn't know I was a fireman.
You a fireman?
Huh?
You a fireman?
Who? What?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
But anyway,
don't get me started.
She was over here. We were talking about the, I'm getting a purple Christmas tree this year.
Whoop whoop, whatever that noise is.
The horn.
There you go for the purple Christmas tree.
It actually says horn right there.
Don't play.
But you can just, hit the button if you want. You want to try it? You've been touching the mouse like all night. Wow. Somebody got to hit the horn. Let the firemen hit the horn.
Wow, Rob. Thank you.
What did he say?
Kind words.
Kind words.
He said Sabrina had one job. Just keep the fireplace going. I'm doing my best, okay? I'm doing my best.
Are you? You keep looking at that cookie dough.
I'm not looking at it anymore because it melted. It's melting. I wish if I had a portable freezer, that'd be great.
I'm just going to put my water down. I don't even know what to do right now.
It's Friday night.
It's something.
Huh?
But anyway, she does make these pumpkin chiffon pies for special folks. And yeah, it's awesome.
Did you finish what you were saying about the bananas?
Oh, the bananas. Oh, yeah. So she was here. Rob was putting them in the fireplace, right? Stephanie was talking about where is she? Because she picked out this beautiful pencil Christmas tree. It's purple. Didn't we get a horn for that? See, it's the deja vu,
keep
right?
Keep going.
Wow. And then so, we're gonna have a decorating party next week, right? Go ahead.
To the decorating part. Okay, keep going.
This is why people can't have nice things, right? Oh, I found out where the button was. Go ahead. You want to just say my name and you hit the horn?
No, thank you.
Oh.
Sorry, viewers. We gonna get it back.
So, like I was saying, the bananas, right?
I kind of feel like I know what you're gonna say. So
well, go ahead and finish my sentence then.
I can play guess that phrase.
No, you said you knew what I was gonna say, so it's not even a guess.
Okay, so they were over and we were talking about the tree, and we're gonna have a decorating party on. What day is that? Tuesday?
I don't know if it's Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay, it's gonna be one of those days, and Stephanie was over here, and I just happened to bring up these bananas that I still have, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're pretending you're me, right?
And you know what she said?
Like, you had some bananas.
Well, at first she didn't say much. She was like, and I was like, with my eyes, right? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I did it behind her back, actually.
Okay, now you can finish the story.
And because I knew that was going to be like a no, a hell no.
That's what I said. She said like this.
And was like, well, if you getting banana bread, I'm getting banana bread.
Okay.
And he needs some banana bread. And then it didn't sound like banana bread was going to get made. So then I started begging some more. And then it was like, well, maybe I'll make it on Sunday.
Oh.
Get me a bag.
That's hopeful.
Said, get the bag. So I went in the kitchen I don't have a get the bag one. I got the get the cane.
Okay.
And then Rob came in the kitchen and got the bag because he was incentivized for the banana bread too. You know what I'm saying? And so on
Don't
Sunday,
forget the boo-boo lips. Stephanie said he pulled that too.
Does that work? Does that work on you?
No, sorry.
Look. Oh, it does work on you. Yeah,
I guess it did. That was awful.
How about the eyes? Did the eyes work? Look.
I just won't look this time.
Oh, see, it all works on Sabrina. Let's see. Look. Sabrina.
No, not there.
You not feeling anything?
No.
Can you hand me
that? Do you have a twitch in your eye, sir?
I want you to hand me that, please.
Is there a twitch in your eye?
Oh, see, it works. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, see, it's the truth. It does work, man. The batting of the eyes. Every time.
This is just not okay.
Man, I got a whole extra pan of chocolate mousse from batting my eyes. I'm just saying, it's a go-to.
Don't fall for it, Sabrina. Oh,
she already fell for it. She already gave it to me. I'm not falling for the bananas in the tailpipe. Too late. It's all good. Look,
I'm all stressed.
Here's the thing. You can't fight against the pouty and you can't fight against the batting of the eyes. And if they go at the same time,
then I'm going to probably have to take you to the doctors.
Well, no, I mean, I don't want to look like a crazy loon, but you know.
Crazy loon.
You just got to let it, it's got to be subtle with it. You
so
know what I'm saying?
There's a movie here, there's a song. We're going to go back to the part where, the man and the money and all that stuff. And it's like, I ain't even gonna sing it. Never mind, I was. But it's hard out here for a pimp. He's trying to get the money for the rent. That's what I was thinking of. But
that's what was in your head?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So you were gonna sing it or you're gonna rap it?
We're not gonna do none of that anymore.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was really either. It's just kind of half of both.
Yes, sir. So it is Friday night. Again, if you are watching, don't forget to hit the share button and the subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you're enjoying the Friday night conversation.
Yeah, man, I'm having a pretty good time, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's having it.
Yeah.
So in full disclosure, this is Sabrina in her natural habitat. She's just a naturally happy person. All she's doing is drinking water and having some, what is that, cookie dough ice cream bites. So this is her natural habitat. She's a naturally happy person, which is it's good for you.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the soul. It's good for the environment.
It's good for Western Washington.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, being happy is good. What's wrong with being happy,
No, nothing's wrong with being happy. That's excellent.
You build up a tolerance. It's okay. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. I need all the notes.
Don't build the tolerance. Look, I feel faint. That's the other one.
Oh, no.
I feel a little peckish. I'm not feeling myself right now. I'm just feeling overwhelmed. I just haven't been feeling good. I think I need some fried pork chops.
Oh. Oh.
Do you think you can make some steaks?
Oh.
I'm not feeling too good.
Let me just get on up and make some fried pork chops.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you wanted me to say.
Well, I mean, not right this second on the live. Like, I didn't think it's that damn powerful. Like, see you guys. I got to make some fried pork chops right damn now. Because he might pass out.
All right.
No, I mean, that power, I gotta use, with great power comes great responsibility. So I can't overuse the pouty. I can't overuse the batting of the eyes, right?
What was that? Say that one more time.
With great power comes great responsibility. I get a horn like that because somebody doesn't know Spider-Man. So, just saying. It's like, oh, damn, that was deep. I was like, yeah, Marvel number 7. Okay. Only been saying that for about 55 years or so. News to me.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if it's Marvel or not.
No, I know. That was just deep as hell, right? You thought I said that. He was like, damn, that was deep. Say that again? You got to get the horn for that. Woo, I got gems, huh? I should drop the mic.
I love you, Stephanie. She said, it is so good you are live right now, or I would have so much to say.
What? What are you talking about?
He said, what?
Hey, look, it's just me. I'm a very innocent person.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Very innocent. You can see that, right? Pure as the driven snow.
I look like I've seen a ghost.
Someone seen a ghost?
Let's get back to the graph.
Graph.
Thanks for the small intermission. We will now get back to the video.
Wow, it's like a 15-minute intermission. That wasn't small. Like your idea of small is something different than everyone else's idea of small. What the hell was this show even about? Wow. Maybe I'll rewind like 20 seconds just to give us a.
Oh no, just press play.
Do you even know what he was talking about? We'd love to hear it. Go ahead, summarize for us.
All right.
Oh crap.
How about do what you said you were gonna do? That's fine.
No, we want to hear you summarize.
Well, he brought out the big graph, and we were about to start talking about. I had my glasses on. I could tell you. So just
no, you were listening and you were paying attention, so you know exactly.
But it's been a 15-minute intermission, so.
Oh, a small one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know, I have short-term memory.
Oh boy!
Should we tell stories?
Your name is Sabrina.
About my memory?
No.
And how
Your name is Sabrina. It's like 50 first dates.
I said no, please, no stories. I need fried pork chops, please, Sabrina.
What's that?
We had a viewer.
I need fried pork chops. Sabrina, we had such a hard week. It was grant week for us.
I think we can do that.
Yeah.
Fried pork chops for G2?
Yeah. You want to make it for the Christmas party?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
But you can't cook them here, though. You know what? So I love fried pork chops, right? That's my birthday meal. I can't fry food because it won't stay on. The skin won't stay on. So I don't fry chicken. I don't fry fish. I don't fry pork chops, right? But if somebody else got them, why is that?
We'll just talk about it later.
Okay. Oh, is it? Or am I doing your thing?
No, you said I don't fry pork chops. I don't fry this. I don't fry that. Because the kitchen isn't your favorite place to be in general.
That's not what I said. I said because the skin don't stay on.
Okay.
No, I don't like the kitchen either, but you know, it's gonna be like, you know, I don't do that. That's why he was gonna be like tripping. So the skin don't stay on the meat, so I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? The other thing is the house smells. So when it's cooking, it smells great. But once it's done, I don't like it. You know, the oil is just in the air. Doesn't matter how many candles I burn.
Just gonna spray bleach around the house. Like an air freshener.
So I guess that'd be my last meal. Because I'm gonna eat the pork chop and then die because I sprayed bleach all around the house. Don't take this advice, children.
Please.
Is that your technique? Spraying.
What is going on? No, but a deep clean after you fried food is my technique. Yeah, I'm not sure if it works very well, but a mop, wipe down the counters really well with bleach and.
Are you spraying bleach like it's Lysol?
On the counters and the floors and everywhere else around, you know, just do a good clean in the kitchen after you fry. I mean, why wouldn't you clean after you cook anyways? But
you didn't clean up earlier today. You left the sink full of dishes earlier.
I'm not sure that's true.
Yeah, it was. Because when you came back, it was like, hey, Sabrina, you see all them dishes in there? There was like, what'd you have? Like spaghetti like 8 times? There was like 15 bowls in there.
Oh, we just putting people on blast.
I'm just saying. What?
I'm interested to learn more about this graph.
Oh, are you? Okay. All right.
Since you want to put me on blast.
in the charts. Notice that welfare cliff considered above, which occurs between $12 an hour
Bring out the
and
Windex.
$15 an hour, is relatively small. A bigger one, and the reason.
You know what? If we go listen to the graph, you can't.
There was another comment talking about bring out the Windex.
See the Windex. Oh, so okay, let's
talk about Windex.
We got a question, right? So I asked. So Rob, put Rob on blast too, right? So
blast time.
I don't have a blast one.
I know. That's why I said.
How's that?
Oh yeah, I should have used that a long time ago.
So we did the show. We had the mayor yesterday here, right?
Yeah, the mayor was here.
And then Rob was at Black Ring doing his podcast out there, right? And then you were setting the rig back up because we were having some technical difficulties yesterday, right?
Okay.
And he said, clean the headphones off because they're sweaty, right? I was like, get the Windex. You know what I'm saying? And you were like, does Windex kill 99.9% of germs? And I'm like, I don't think so, but I like cleaning with Windex. So for y'all out there, is Windex an effective disinfectant or a cleaner? I like it. It's not as harsh as bleach. It has ammonia in it. But what are your thoughts on that? Because I do love cleaning with.
It's bad we don't have the Windex, so I can read the back label. I mean, I could Google it, but it's all right.
I mean, you could, but what does Miss Stephanie have to say about that?
All right, viewers, what's more effective? Would you think that bleach kills 99.9% more?
Bleach is more effective for sure.
Well,
but does Windex actually clean?
It just shines. I think it just shines.
You think it just shines it up?
Just shines it up. Windex is just a shiner, like a shoe shiner.
But it has ammonia in it.
I mean, a shoe shiner that you can't drink.
Okay, so back to the video.
Thank you.
A shoe shiner that you can't drink. What shoe shiner can you drink? Just FYI.
I wouldn't.
Charts. Notice that welfare cliff considered above, which occurs between $12 an hour and $15 an hour, is relatively small. A bigger one, and the reason I call the report appalling, occurs between $15 an hour and $18 an hour. And remember, $15 an hour is about $30,000 a year. 18 is about 36.
I need my glasses.
That's how come that $50,000 mark is so important. Now, I am going.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Announce it to everyone.
I can't see.
I need my glasses
anywhere.
Wow.
I hope the graph isn't blurry for anybody else.
You have spontaneous outbursts that just happen at random times.
You want to know why?
I'm not sure I do.
Because it's Friday night. And that's about all I got.
I'm just going to say Friday has nothing to do with it.
In my book, it does. Do you never had fun Friday?
No, I have a fun Friday. What I'm saying is you have spontaneous outbursts all the time.
Oh.
That are random.
Was it that button?
Clearly not.
It was that button.
Is that what you wanted to do? You want to scratch?
Yeah. Throw me under the bus and that's what we get. It's not an all the time thing, sir. It's a Friday night type of thing.
Okay. Ma'am.
To leave, pick up our thought experiment. Let's suppose that you want to get free of welfare eventually, and you know that moving up the job ladder is key to doing so. So you take your
okay, we're gonna have to press pause again.
And the corresponding loss.
Bleach it all. Windex has enough ammonia to make it not streak. Bleach it all of it. Bleach it.
So does Windex with the ammonia in it? Is it a cleaner? Is that a...
Should we Google ammonia?
Well, you should not melt the mic with your breath. How's that? So I've been using Windex for a while. Now, they tell you not to mix chemicals. So I used to wash my bathtub with Comet, bleach, and Windex mixed. And people were telling me that I could create an explosion or I can kill myself.
Yeah, because it's a gas with a distinct pungent smell.
I had the cleanest tub in the county, let me tell you. It might have been dangerous, but it was clean. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. And I did. Sometimes it would get in my nose and I would feel not too great for a while, because, that was my solution.
Windex has ammonia in it?
Yeah.
But this one is talking about burns and respiratory issues.
Yeah.
And if it comes in contact with the skin or ingested, what?
Yeah. It's not lotion.
But the Windex is so pretty and it looks nice and it looks harmful.
It looks harmful? Or does it look harmless because it looks pretty?
Both.
Does blue look dangerous or does it look like, ooh, so inviting?
It looks inviting.
So it looks harmless.
Yeah, like. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Play.
I'm sorry if you guys are really.
No, it's Friday night.
Oh.
It really is just water. I promise. See? It's natural. Natural is the best way, right?
Natural.
Oh, we don't want to hear that right now. That's kind of dark. Well, you used to say laugh. It ain't funny. All right, I'm playing the video while you do it, whatever that is.
So, $28.85 in annual income. You cut back on spending where you can and look to the future. Now, suppose that you do well in your new job, you boost your knowledge and skills. Your employer offers you another promotion with still more training and a raise $18 an hour. Should you take it? Can you afford to take it? Dreadful government schools in poor areas, systematic obstacles to getting a job, such as minimum wage laws and occupational licensing laws, are also to blame. An $18 an hour full-time job, you would earn gross income of $37,440 and a net income after taxes of $33,000. But earned income that high would reduce your refundable tax credit and ACA premium assistance and eliminate your cash assistance, food assistance, housing assistance, and child care assistance for a total reduction in government benefits of $28,820. So if you take the promotion and raise, your income would decrease from $60,000 to $39,000. Case can be made that it's irresponsible for you to reduce your family's income that way. I'll put the link in the description. You'll read the rest for yourself. But if you look at the chart, and we just look at the chart, which is similar to the other chart, to be a wife of a man and to get a similar lifestyle that she already has. This is in Chicago. Chicago is not that expensive of a city. It's more expensive than some, but it's not that expensive. If you lived in Chicago, to get a...
Especially if you're on the south side, huh? On the south side. Didn't you go to...
That's why I was like, what you talking about my business again?
No, he's talking about Chicago.
Similar outcome.
The good thing, they had crushed watermelon. Have you ever seen crushed watermelon?
No.
Chicago had crushed watermelon.
Tell us about it. What is it?
Like crush, like orange crush, grape crush. They had watermelon crush.
The soda crush.
Yes.
Is that bomb?
Yeah.
That sounds good,
actually. It sure was.
Man, you need to bring some of that back.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can order it on Amazon.
I think we can.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
It is. It's real good. Mm-hmm.
Kids, a man would have to be making way more than $60,000 a year. That's how come $50,000, even though it's a good income and you're in the top 30 percentile of all men, of all black men,
I don't want to do that.
It's not worth that woman to take that gamble. She would have to be on moral grounds, but because fiscally, financially, it doesn't make sense. This is why when a woman looks at you, especially a black woman looks at you, she looks at $50,000 like it's nothing, because to her it is nothing. Because
right. that was
$50,000.
Unfortunate.
$50,000. Go and get the cane. $50,000. See, having it. But that's what I'm saying, right? That's tough.
You know, that's actually a slang word.
What is that?
Tough.
It's tough?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. My niece says it a lot. So you got the what's the other word you were using? I'm not really hip on these words.
Which one? Cap? Okay.
Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Cap. Yeah, that one and the tough. That's tough.
That's tough. Actually, tough was the word back in the 80s. So, you know, those things kind of come back around.
Bring it back.
Yeah, that's tough, man. You don't understand, man. That's so tough.
You know the word I still use?
Oh, that's tight.
That's the word I still use.
That's tight?
That's tight.
Yeah, it's because you're old.
That's unfortunate.
Wow. Oh, that hurt. I'm sorry.
Big Daddy
I'm not old.
The real
I just
daddy
have a lot of kids.
supplies you with more and supplies her with more without the day-to-day constraint of having a man. So financially, that's when they say, I want a man, but I don't need a man. That's what they mean. And if you tack on baby daddy tax, like child support, say she get a regular dude that make her $30,000 a year, and she gets 2 kids from him, and she just gets child support, which is like $300 a month per child, right? Or $500 a month if you've got 2 kids. That's an extra $6,000 a year. So if you tack on that, she's making $70,000 a year, in benefits. She's living a $70,000 lifestyle. At that point, she's independent. At that point, she's close to the top 15% of all earners in lifestyle. So when a woman says she needs a 6-figure guy, that's what she means, to really make her lifestyle worthwhile. Guy would have to be making $100,000 a year, because a regular guy, an average guy, because the median earnings of a black man is about $26,000, $27,000 a year. Really, the average guy, the medium wage guy, even the average earner.
What? I was listening to that.
I'm just trying to. I know you're listening
said
to
like
it,
this,
but you're laughing. So
I didn't get this.
I was trying to tell you to look at the monitor.
Which one?
I'm pointing. Like, look at the monitor.
Which one?
The big one.
All right, I'm looking.
No, it's too late now.
I'm ready.
No, I don't think you are. I'm not ready. If you are, you ready?
Mm-hmm. All eyes on the monitor.
The time is past. You don't need to look at the monitor anymore.
Oh, you were trying to get me to laugh?
No, I wanted to show you something on the monitor.
Oh, too late now.
You got me breathing on the mic.
Yeah, that was hot.
Yes,
the audience probably smelled that at home.
That's foul. That's kind of foul.
That was facts.
Yeah, it was facts.
All right, it wasn't.
You said I melt the mic? Nah.
Because that was really rude and that was not that funny.
It doesn't look like it was that funny.
I was cracking up.
You still are. Boy.
A year. So if you tack on that, she's making $70,000 a year, in benefits. She's living a $70,000 lifestyle. At that point, she's independent. At that point, she's close to the top 15% of all earners in lifestyle. So when a woman says she needs a 6-figure guy, that's what she means, to really make her lifestyle worthwhile. Guy would have to be making $100,000 a year, because a regular guy, an average guy, because the median earnings of a black man is about $26,000, $27,000 a year. Really, the average guy, the medium wage guy, even the average earnings of a black man is like, if you look at black demographics, about $48,000. All they can really donate to that woman in Big Daddy government is sperm. Pop out 2 kids, she gets minimum child support, and she gets all the other benefits that Big Daddy government can tack on. She's in the top 10, 15% of all earners if you add the benefits. So yeah, you might be making twice what she's making, but the thing is, you're not supplying her with twice the benefits that Big Daddy government is. So I propose that as far as the black community, marriage is probably dead for the vast majority of guys, unless you're in the top 20%, maybe even the top 10% of all earners, which is why in the black community, marriage is so low.
See that, and that's what I was, alluding to earlier, right? So if this is a huge catalyst and the direction that we're going into, and there's no foreseeable way to reverse it, which I don't see how, right? How does what jobs are out there where black men are going to double their salaries from $48,000 to $96,000 or $100,000, right?
They might have to do what Magic Mike's doing or something.
Well, everybody isn't going to be able to get paid for, the Magic Mike. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the truth. I mean, women can, go on OnlyFans and, do feet pics and other things, but men, on par, don't make anywhere near what a woman makes for, making money in that way. You know what I mean? So it still ain't gonna be no 100,000. It's you definitely gonna have to be looking like Magic Mike, and then people on the stage be trying to pull that down. You know what I mean? And then, as a single mom, want a Magic Mike as the stepdad. Wow. I didn't consider that.
Not at all.
Yeah, he might be good for that one night stand, or that, He's Tuesday night, Tuesday tacos. You know,
Taco Tuesday.
There you go.
Tuesday tacos.
Tuesday tacos with Paul. He's coming through. But other than that,
Don't
it ain't gonna work.
Through, Paul, please.
Did you tell him not to come through?
Please don't come. There will be no tacos for you.
He's bringing the tacos. Because that's all he can afford. That's why he's dancing in the first place. And he's
bring me some tacos real quick. Just drop them off. Drop them off at the door.
That's what I'm saying, because you're making 70 grand. You don't even want him to come in. Hey, just drop them tacos off and beat it, punk. Like, that's cold. See? Man, what we gonna do?
Drop the tacos
off. Just drop the tacos off. See that? We can't even. Can we get a glass of water? Sit down for a minute. We tired from dancing for 2 hours trying to earn enough money for the tacos.
You should have got water while you were dancing. It should have been free.
Wow. So drop off the tacos and you better have drank the water.
That's a stressful thought.
Can you at least leave the garden hose out so we can turn it on, or you don't want us to use it?
No, that is no, not at all. That ain't even no. Get off the property.
Damn. Wait, just set the tacos on the sidewalk?
No, drop it at the door because I'm not gonna walk that far. Open and
then get off the property?
Yes.
Wow.
Thanks for the taco. All I'm talking about is the tacos, so that's all.
Woo, we are worse off than I thought.
No hurt feelings. It was just the taco sounded good.
No hurt feelings? The guy who dropped the tacos off has hurt feelings.
No, he don't. Because he probably actually has to go drop off a bunch of tacos at a bunch of other doors. And they probably let him use the water hose or let him in. Because, we'll save that for another night.
Okay.
I'm not going to go down that road. About the other women.
You started to go down that road.
Well, you finish it.
Well, I don't know. I actually don't know what's in your head right now.
What kind of other women are there?
Right.
That will let the taco man in?
I don't know. I mean, does he have salsa? Is it ground beef? Is there some, jalapenos on there? It just depends. Yep.
I'm just getting hungry. That's it. I'm just thinking about these tacos.
I'll be hit play.
Thing anymore. Marriage has always been a marriage of convenience, especially in the Black community, which is why marriage collapsed after Big Daddy government got its mitts into the Black family. There's no way you can provide her with the benefits, even though the cash welfare was more than a man could provide even back in the 60s. It had nothing to do with the cash benefits, housing, health care, food stamps, all those other kind of things. When you have a family, especially a woman with kids, a Black man's pockets are not nearly as deep as a Big Daddy government's pockets. And it's starting to filter into the white side of the equation, even though white men earn more and white people's culture is anti-welfare. The only thing stopping white women from doing is a white person's culture is anti-welfare. Got more of that Prussian workaholic blood in them. If they didn't have that in them, they would be doing the same thing. But this is the reason that when you hear a woman says what the young lady said at the beginning of this video, this is what they're saying, and this is why, in my opinion. And this is just a theory. This is just a theory. If you go Google the welfare cliff, a lot of the stuff will actually pop up.
I think that's fair to say, right? It's a theory, right? You're taking information and you're extrapolating that, and then you're coming up with hypothesis and seeing if there's some connections there. And I would agree with that. I think this is one large factor that we find ourselves in this situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I don't see a way to reverse it. Must be good to be a woman because the men ain't laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we just drop the tacos off.
You need the one that said,
I used to be on here. I think I got rid of it. I think go down memory lane or something like that. But yeah, I think that's, what are your kind of your final thoughts on this article? Because he's at the end now.
It's unfortunate how the living family or couples have to be nowadays. Excuse all the extra laughter. I'm not that type of woman. It's unfortunate, and it is a sad situation. Um, uh, you know, I just be thinking. I'm thinking. That's all. Thinking of the right words to say.
Well, share your thoughts. Inquiring minds want to know. I definitely want to know.
Nobody wants to
Well, that's why you're on the podcast. Your thoughts are important.
know. Okay. Well, that's sad. Like you said, when the woman gets all used to it and she has the one kid and she gets the housing, the benefits, she's living great, taking care of her and her kids. And maybe
I don't know about living great, but living might not be great, but it's better than most. Go ahead. I interrupted.
She's cooking dinner. She's got a roof over her head. Her house is warm. Kids are being fed. And the man comes home out of prison or whatnot, is what I was getting at. And he cannot enter. That's unfortunate.
But he doesn't even have to come out of jail or prison. These are just men that are law-abiding citizens that are just living and existing, graduating from high school and going to work, right? The average man.
But even
average
just
man
all of the above,
48,000.
all of it. Just getting used to, or I mean, it's either you're working from sun up to sundown and nobody's seen anybody, or you're living in a situation where you're still kind of tied down. So either one is it's a it's one of those words that I can't quite think of right now, I know a lot of you are thinking of the, the word I'm thinking of.
I don't know if they are.
But I can't think of it.
We should have a giveaway. If you can think what Sabrina's thinking right now, you win the prize. Because I don't know what you're thinking right now. What's the word?
It's been my word all night.
Oh boy, what word is that?
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, okay? It's unfortunate, the situations that a lot of families have to go through nowadays.
You gotta keep your thought going just because you see a chat come through.
Stephanie said tacos. Which tacos is halfway correct. But it was unfortunate, because it is unfortunate. And I probably was thinking about tacos, which made the block of the unfortunate not come out right. And your last final thoughts?
It's just one of the things that we have to try to solve as a community, as
because that was great. You always come out and say some great finishing touches to things. And the community is where we can fix this. The community is where we can fix a lot of our problems. So that was a great.
But I didn't even finish the sentence. Hey.
All right.
And the community. We're done. I'm awesome.
Okay, continue.
But that is a huge issue that plagues our community. When we think about resiliency, we think about natural disasters.
You are touching on all of it.
But it is all of it, right?
Resiliency, yes.
We're only going to make it if we find a way to come together. And we weren't designed to be individuals, right? We were designed to be together, right? As family, and to go forth.
Were we designed to be together?
I believe that.
I think we were just thrown out in the wilderness and we were made to survive.
Wow. So you don't believe in the King James Version of the Bible?
You know what? I had to take that back, because even if I didn't believe in the Bible,
I'm going to scoot away. So,
have you ever watched
when people go to hell, you don't want to be too close to them, because you don't want to accidentally get dragged down or catch some of the birds.
That's not even funny. So why would I laugh?
Well, because we're all up in the wilderness. What button did you hit?
You heard it, didn't you?
No, I didn't actually.
What does this say? Oh, okay, King.
Yeah, say it out loud for everyone. What does that say?
How do you spell?
Oh man. But like I was saying, resiliency and
to trauma.
To trauma.
That the families are enduring in the community.
I mean,
you have to be resilient to all types of trauma.
Oh, do you?
All right, you guys. I
don't think it's making any sense.
I think I'm logging out for the night.
Yeah,
it makes tons of sense. Jeez. Don't make me get serious.
Oh, please don't get serious, Sabrina. It's all good. You're good.
I hope everybody's enjoying their Friday night. We're just about wrapping it up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on my final thoughts.
I was gonna let you finish.
Oh, were you? If I say resiliency, it's not gonna end well. So, resiliency and community. Go ahead.
The good Kool-Aid. I didn't drink any good Kool-Aid. You know what it is? We don't want to advertise, but it's these cookie doughs.
There's no alcohol in the cookie doughs. It's Ben and Jerry cookie doughs.
I'm just not as proficient. Is that the word? In this,
we know what's going on. You just waving like I'm in distress. Are you okay?
She said somebody drink the good Kool-Aid. And like I was saying, water. It's just late.
I don't even think you should try to drink pepper drink. It's hitting your teeth. Just why are you even trying? See, it's a problem. So it's Friday night. Clearly, you've never seen a podcast like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's.
But it's been a good Friday night. Hopefully, we can have a serious conversation with some levity. Because this stuff is hard to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That serious look where no one's buying.
No, because despite all my laughing on a Friday night to try and keep the mood great on a Friday, like who wouldn't want to watch a serious podcast with some laughter? Like you're getting some information. I hope you are really getting the information because I sure did.
Did you?
I did. I just retain it in a different way.
What way is that?
Laughter. I'm a kinetic learner. Is that what it is?
But how is laughter retention?
Or kinesthetic?
Yeah, kinesthetic.
Kinetic.
But what do you...
Kinetic.
Wow. Okay, we're butchering the English language now and vocabulary.
Nobody feeds Sabrina sugar after 9. I see what you're working with, sir. My apologies. I will get it together.
Hey, it's all good. It's Friday. Like I said, we had a long week.
Definitely.
We work hard, right? We do a lot of work to help the community and work in our lives, which are exceedingly busy and challenging. And so we got to be able to laugh and blow off some steam, right?
Laughter
What's the point of life otherwise?
Yes. Being angry hurts the body. It's unhealthy for the body, the mind, the soul. Being angry.
Less is more, Sabrina. Less is more. Just let's try one sentence and then just say you're done.
It's not even good for the environment.
It's not good for the environment.
I'm sure we're healing many souls right now. At least I am. I'm healing my own soul. We're just gonna go back to the beginning where it was a long week, and I think I needed this.
Not being happy is contributing to global warming, according to Sabrina.
I'm telling you, because they won't listen. Yeah. It's like we learn this stuff in school, but you're so angry.
What school did you go to? Because I didn't learn that in school. I didn't even go to high school.
I'm glad, Stephanie.
What she said?
I can honestly say this was my favorite podcast.
Oh man. Well, I to surprise the podcast, I smiled the most in. That's for sure. I got pretty serious topics.
And that's part of my, I'm so proud. I'm just proud.
What? You're proud? Okay, what is happening right now? You're proud.
Because we're just going to stop. They're going to really think I'm crazy, but it's just.
It's too late now. You're not going to be able to put that genie back in the bottle.
I just enjoy seeing others happy and smiling. And to me, that's healing. I'm healing myself.
And you saw smiling.
You just said this is the most you've smiled in a podcast. So I felt like that was.
You smile?
You're healing.
Oh, Wolverine. This is my healing factor. It is true, though. I will give you that.
Right on. It's got to clap. Wow. Do we not all have two sides? We got to be like have two sides. Because I can be business and professional. And then on Friday.
Not just Friday.
But also, you guys just remind the audience that I am a mother of 5 kids and I'm always with my kids. So it's probably like my brain is just like, woo.
See, that is not taking accountability, justifying things, right?
Who would agree with me?
Really strange logic.
Who would agree with me? It's not strange logic. If you've been with kids all day that are 3 years old, 1.5 years old, goofy 9-year-old, and he's a goofy but serious, 11-year-old.
Yeah, I could see why you would need laughter in your life, for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
But it's not just Friday, which is good. But you said it was just on Fridays. Now, this is like next level, but, because it's been going on for a while. You're going to be in a
Thank you, Rob. What is a good one? Sabrina is writing the freedom euphoria. He hit it right on the nail. I'm glad you can understand.
That is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely needed.
Yeah, freedom. Did I ruin your podcast?
No, I'm just, I'm just allowing you
I've never seen you speechless
enjoy your freedom. It's like, freedom. I was free. I was escaped. I was going to be good. I'm like, freedom. Freedom.
What mother doesn't feel that way, though?
Stop and let you do you.
What mother doesn't feel that way?
Go ahead. It reflect.
What are we reflecting on? Does anybody have any questions or comments on the video that we watched tonight?
Please say no.
I hope I didn't interrupt anybody's learning because it was a very good video.
I think that stimulated learning. Like you said, they're all kinesthetic learners and they learn kinesthetically tonight.
And I'm glad. See, I could if I could help and teach somebody one day, then that's what I'm here for. To bring a little bit light in everybody's life.
Oh, I'm Braveheart now. Freedom! Oh. All right, well, you know what? I want everyone to have a good weekend. What time is it right now? What time is it?
I'm sorry, that's for the good weekend vibes. It's about 11:10 at night.
All right, so it's a birthday shout out to Monkey Dent.
Woo,
Happy 21st birthday. Happy 21st birthday. That's a big one. So I think you're supposed to take 21-year-olds to the strip club, right?
Oh, I was just going to sing happy birthday.
Go for it.
Happy birthday. Hold on, let's start over.
Go ahead.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear monkey. Happy birthday to you. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful 21st birthday. Turn up, but don't turn up too hard, okay? Stay safe.
And yeah, when I said when someone turns 21-year-old, you're supposed to take them to the strip club. I wasn't saying you needed to take them to the strip club.
I said I ain't doing that.
You took it like way too literal. Like,
that's okay.
is that what I'm supposed to do?
Cause it ain't happening. I'm Sabrina.
I don't even know if we're there yet. But since you wanted to say your name, that's that short-term memory she was talking about. She just had to say, I'm Sabrina, because she might forget. So I appreciate that.
Catch me around the community.
Wow.
Or taking my kids to school.
What exactly are you going to be doing around the community? I'd like to hear more about that.
I'll be smiling, giving good vibes, high fives. We can't hug, or barely a high five because of the COVID. So elbows, maybe a little shake, and a bunch of smiles under the masks. No, I'm smiling at you.
All right. So if you see her in the community, give her a little shake.
Amen. Yes.
Wow. And
I'll be looking for it.
All right. So if she doesn't remember that and she runs away because she thinks it's stranger danger, just understand. Reflect back on this podcast, and that's what was going on. But we will be back sometime this weekend. But we definitely will be back next week for our Monday show. Deborah's Corners on Tuesday at 5. So join us. Do subscribe, like, and share. Set your alerts so you don't miss us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
They know that song be hitting.
It does be hitting. Or insert name here.
Sabrina.
And Marwan. This is the Conduit. We will